Hey there, everybody. So you might be hearing my tripod rattling around. There's nobody in here yet. So since there's nobody in here yet, I figure I'd get this camera set up. I'm running a little bit behind because of some personal stuff I had going on. Oh, 11 of us. Hello, Minnesota Mike. How are you doing, buddy? So I stopped by my Apache friend in Slaughter Mountain. Hey, Brandon. And I bought a whole bunch of his fire agate rough. Now, this is a bag of rough that I came with. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna show off some rocks and then I'll start talking about, how I'm doing and stuff. So I got this bag of fire agate rough, and I mean, this is truly rough. He hadn't even gone through it. It had been washed a couple of times, and that was it. None of it's been tumbled or windowed in any way. Some pretty cool stuff. It's definitely different than what I've been digging out at Opal Hill. This stuff, the matrix that it's in is definitely harder, and it seems to be that that the agate in general seems to be more dark and a lot more clear chalcedony caps. Go ahead, shoot away, Brandon. So I'm gonna move this because this isn't what I'm offering to you guys today. What I'm offering to you guys today is some good stuff like this. So I'll be offering you guys some windows like this that I also picked up from him. So if you guys like anything that you see here, what up, man? How you doing, Rahulio? Brandon Twinning, he's new here. So that's one little piece I got, and then here's another piece. The light is sort of reflecting off my hand bad until I get that. Now, the way he windowed a lot of these was just to make sure there was color in them, and then after that, he put them in a tumbler. So he basically ground them on wheels till he could see a line of color like that there. And then he put them in a tumbler. So a lot of times on these, you sort of have to be looking for what's going to be inside of the stone and not necessarily just what's on the outside of the stone. But there are some really cool little pieces in here that just the outside of the stone is got some nice color on it. But really the good stuff is underneath the surface. There are these areas that have these lines that are running through it. I'll get to that in a second, Roger's Gems, Rahulio. And because really, you want to carve below like this line that you see right here and get a bigger stone out of another layer, which you can tell how the other layers are usually running by, if you can see it, it's sort of hard to see on my viewfinder how the banding is on the stone right there. Because fire agate, it can be really thin and still give you this amazing dramatic sheen. So you might not see anything in the banding on the side, but there could be blues and purples and reds all in this thing that you'll never see until you get it carved at just the right angle. That's another little pretty one right there. I'll put those sort of out of... This is a really good one. Now this is one of those when you first see it, you're like, should I even sell that? The way that it came out of the tumbler, it hit all of the stripes of lines of color just perfectly to show each band. And you can see the blue and the purple and the orange running through it. And I mean, this definitely needs some carving because what's going to end up coming out of it is going to be a small but amazingly rainbowed stone. Just the one that's on top right there is pretty cool. So, Roger's Gems asking about the anniversary dig. Brandon Twigg said, can I ask you something? And then he said, I'm new here, but he didn't actually ask a question yet. You're free to ask your questions. I will go through and answer them in a couple of minutes. I wanted to get some people in here before I started talking about what's going on with me. And what's going on with me is that I have, so whoops, didn't mean to bump the camera. I have some serious tendonitis issues. Let me see if I can do something about this. Hey there, let me get the light out of the way a little bit, maybe say. That's a little bit better. So I have some major tendonitis issues from my elbows all the way to my hands and my palms and my fingers in both hands. These issues started at the last anniversary dig for Topaz. That's actually when they started. Rahulio, you were there. Uh, I was working with a 4-pound sledgehammer, like you guys saw me make a video about, which I have to make another video about that. And I was using a 4-pound sledgehammer for the first year that I was doing this channel. And while using that 4-pound sledgehammer, I gave myself tendonitis in my elbows, and not just like golfer's elbow, but also from carrying heavy buckets. I also got there's tennis elbow and there's golfer's elbow, one on each side. So what ends up happening is that I just work through it because in my head I have that whole, football coach from the 80s, like, don't be a wuss, like, you can do it, just push past the pain, and that's not good. Don't have that guy in your head. That guy's gonna fuck you up. You don't want to listen to that dude. That's a bad dude. He seems like he's trying to help you out, but he's really not. Like, so by just powering through it and going and keeping on digging as much as I did for the last 2 years, because I mean, if you've been paying attention to my channel, I've been trying to pump out as many videos and get to as many places as I possibly could. And what ended up happening is that I got to the fire agate mine and I got heavily addicted to fire agate. I mean, if any of you know me and have met me personally, you could sort of tell in the videos that I got really addicted to fire agate. I mean, with really good reason too. But in getting addicted to fire agate like that, I worked with this arm, with my right arm, until my right arm didn't work anymore, until my hand literally gave up and clenched in a claw and I couldn't open my fingers one day. So after that, instead of, quitting, because my season wasn't over, I still had months left out there. Instead of quitting, I decided to use my other hand. I'm like, I'll just hold with this hand. And I didn't even realize I was having a problem until I couldn't hold tools, in my other hand. And what ends up happening is that I gave myself tendonitis in my left hand and my right hand from the elbows to my fingertips. And doing some research has basically put me in a situation where I need to go to a specialist that can pretty much tell me, okay, if I tie one arm up for 6 weeks and go one-armed and then rehab that arm, and if I tie the other arm up for 6 weeks and go one-armed on the other arm after I rehab that, will I basically be able to go back to working normally and not maybe pushing myself so hard? And that's the hope, in that I'm going to see a specialist in that, and that maybe some physical therapy and some stretching and fucking yoga or whatever, like a diet change might help me with some of this, some more vitamins. I'm over 40 years old. But that pretty much, if I don't do something, that my hands aren't going to work properly anymore. And it's not just like a usage thing. Every single morning I wake up in excruciating pain. Sometime in the middle of the night, my hands lock up and I, pry them open. Now, when it started with my right hand, it initially started with these two fingers. And when I found out what to do and I had some braces mailed to me, I locked these two fingers up. Okay, and I did that for almost a month. And while I did that, I got tendonitis in my other finger because I was still out at the mine. I was still having to survive. I was still carrying buckets. I was still having to pack stuff up in the ATV in the car and having to do what you have to do if you're by yourself and trying to make stuff work. I mean, I can't imagine being in the Old West and having these issues come up because it's like, oh, my hands don't work anymore. Fuck it. Guess I got to keep on going. That's pretty much what I did out there. And so much so that the reason you haven't seen any videos from me in the last, you're probably right about that, Angela. The reason you haven't seen any videos from me in the last month is because I've been moving stuff and I have been working my butt off to get from point A to point B without injuring myself further and without it costing me, everything. Because the reality is that every step along this amazing journey that I've been on with this YouTube channel in the last 2 years has just been barely making it to get more tools. Off of the injuries side, because I really don't have much more to say about that except for my body's pretty messed up and I need to do something to fix that before I can keep digging. And I love digging. Like I'm telling you right now, there's nothing about this I like more than pulling the stuff out of the ground. That's my favorite thing, is pulling the stuff out of the ground, hands down. Like the like the excitement and all that. Like I get like a 6-year-old or like a Chihuahua puppy. I'm like peeing all over myself and stuff. I mean, so much so I get so excited when I'm digging that there's a lot of times where I get back and I'm cleaning my stuff and I'm like, why the hell was I so excited about this? So I don't plan on quitting the YouTube channel at all. I have a lot of ideas on actually how to have the YouTube channel start funding itself without necessarily being from monetization. And all of those ideas, though, I don't necessarily want to put them out in the world yet. It's sort of one of those, tell God your ideas and listen to him laugh or something like that. There's some famous quote like that. I don't know. But in being out at that mine, I got a much different perspective on what it is. Thank you, Anita. On what it is to be a prospector or a miner or somebody trying to start a free dig from scratch, and somebody trying to protect a claim that a lot of people in the local area don't want, it protected. They've had their way with it, and regardless of the ownership, they definitely don't want me doing what I'm doing out there. So in that knowledge base, it's going to help me a lot with future videos and with visiting other places. It's definitely going to help me a lot. At the same time, it gave me a huge chip on my shoulder for certain kinds of people for some reason. And I started to notice too that I think I might have, what is that? What is that football head injury thing? Claim jumpers suck. Yeah, Brian. CTE, is that what it's called? Is it called CTE, CTI, CTE? I've had a number of concussions in my young life, and I've had, people tell me that I get way too CTE. I've had people tell me I get way too aggressive and upset about stuff that just shouldn't matter. And I never really thought that, I usually thought that people just didn't care about stuff I cared about, because I'm an extremely passionate guy in general. But what I started to find out, is what I started to see about myself in working with so many different people, is that there's a lot of people that told me that in the past, that I think they're right. And I think it's getting worse as I get older, because I'm starting to like catch myself in the middle of like a rant where I'm like, why the hell am I yelling right now? Like, why are you so pissed off? Why does this matter? Like, why does that thing matter that much? And I'm catching myself in the middle of it. And now all this research about this stuff is coming out, and I'm sort of starting to wonder, like, if maybe those two things might have something to do with some of my attitudes sometimes. So I love it out there, to tell you the truth, though, man. The minerals are great. The aspect is amazing. The place is great. There's a lot of things that need to change in order to make it truly viable on a yearly basis of staying out there. Like a porta potty. if anybody, whoa, I'm knocking the camera around. If anybody's been watching my channel for a long time, you have seen me go, porta potties, porta potties, porta potties. You come spend a month on top of that hard rock mountain with me, and you'll understand how important those damn things are. I tell you what, oh my God. So there's this thing called mooping. And there ain't nothing worse than mooping a week's worth of trash off the top of a mountain 7 or 8 miles to a place that's got to go. That sucks. So moving on, I guess. My injuries, the fire agate mine. Maybe you're vocalizing your pain. I don't know, man. My hand's pretty fucked up. That's my main pain. My main pain right now is psychologically, physically. So I'm going to go through and see if anybody has any questions. Go all the way back up to the top. Brandon Twinning, I'm new here. That's amazing. You doing anniversary dig? Roger's Gems, are you doing the anniversary dig? Right now, I'm not doing the anniversary dig. I can't do the digging. My hands, I can't physically handle it. I'm in so much pain right now. The drive, here's the worst part about what happened with my hands and being in that area, is that the way in and the way out is a vibrating road. just corrugated like you have no idea. It's like the worst rumble strip in the world for freaking miles, dude. Like miles, like 7 miles of. And even driving in and out of that thing was just messing my hands up, holding on to the steering wheels. Horrible. Let's see. Minnesota Mike, I haven't looked at my $100 box yet. Well, I mean, you should, buddy. Like, I need all the good responses I can get. I mean, I've had a couple of bad ones so far, but you know what the worst thing about a couple of the bad responses I've gotten from a couple of my boxes is nobody wanted a full refund. Like, I have these people that are contacting me, and some of them are saying some negative stuff, and they're not necessarily about the boxes. They're like complaining about 1 or 2 pieces inside of a lot. Like, you got a lot, and if you get a couple of amazing pieces, the whole lot's like, wow, and you get like 1 or 2 pieces that you're like not thinking they're like the most amazing thing in the world. I mean, give me a break. And the biggest showing and telling thing is that a couple of these people, I didn't want to deal with them anymore. And I was like, look, if you just send me back the rocks, I'll pay for the shipping. And I'll give you a 100% full refund. So I'm coming out of my pocket twice there, okay? I'm going to lose on shipping to you, and I'm going to lose on shipping to me just to have you get out of my hair. And none of these people wanted to do that. They just wanted to, like, rip me apart in private messenger. Oh, one guy said he's going to make a negative video. Good luck with that, buddy. I'm scared. But let's see. Is it going to hurt your DJing? Giga. Brian, I don't think I have any gigs this summer yet. And it's funny you would say that because I can brace my hands. I can brace my hands and still DJ because the way that the braces go, I still have my fingers over. I can't crab scratch, but I can still DJ. But if I brace from the elbows down, because I have tendonitis on this side of my elbow, I have tendonitis on this side of my elbow, and I have carpal tunnel starting in my wrist, but my hands are what's really killing me. So, oh, hi, sweetheart. So my hands are what's really killing me. But if it's all connected, because it's all, the tendons are all connected. So, I mean, if I have to basically have it to where my elbow's straight down to the fingers for 12 weeks, I'm not going to be DJing either. It really just depends on when I go and meet this doctor and physical therapist and see what they have to say about what's going on with my injuries and the repetitive motion. They're repetitive motion injuries. Like, I should have laid off, but I was doing like 10 and 12 hours days, sun up to sundown, and just digging like a crazy madman on like steroids. I'm like, rah! Like trying to get this stuff out of the ground, man. Chloe, stop it. This is my pretty dog, Chloe. She's a murderer. Can you tell? She won't leave me alone right now. She hears me talking, and she hears the excitement in my voice, so she wants to play and pick at me. Huh. So you're just going to pick at me until I do something with you, aren't you? Not right now, though, puppy. You just got to stop. So, anyways, let's see. Back to some... Vicky Olson, I love to see you when you get excited at a find. Yeah, I get pretty excited, dude. BJ Crow, how much are your boxes? My boxes were 100, 300, and 500, and they're not for sale anymore. Those boxes won't be for sale again until I'm digging virgin soil. I might sell some rough, but they're not going to be those boxes. But what I am going to do today is I'm going to give you guys some opportunities to buy some colorful stones, windows from Slaughter Mountain, real cheap. I'm talking about like $5, $10, $20 already showing color or showing color underneath of the brown, because if you have great color bands but you have a bunch of brown agate on top of it, you'll see the reflection of the bronze, but you can't tell what colors they are until you get through some of the browns sometimes. So I'm going to offer you guys some of those, and that's just going to be PayPal. I actually should have typed something on the screen about that, but I completely forgot because I was trying to set this thing up and I screwed that whole thing up, and so I just sort of had to like start it just a few minutes ago. So it's PayPal, so get a pen, type this on your screen if you end up wanting to buy any of these stones, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a little PayPal deal, and if you want to buy them, it's miningamericasales@gmail.com. Like, I don't want you guys to, like, send money to the wrong guy and not get your rocks, because if I don't get no money, I ain't sending no rocks. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, you know, I should totally do. I had the most amazing viewers show up out at that mine, dude. This guy, Kevin, showed up out at that mine while I was out there, and he's like, I'm gonna dig for 3 days, and like, I'm super excited about this, and I'm gung-ho, and he's like, you want me to pay you all the money right now? And I'm like, nah, dude, don't pay me all the money right now. Pay me each day that you're gonna dig. So he's like, okay, cool. So he's getting ready to dig, and he's getting his stuff out, and he's like, by the way, I work for this company, and we get this JBL equipment, and I have this speaker for you. Can I see, is it around here? Yeah, it is. Hold on. So he's like, it didn't cost me anything, but people are paying like $400 for this speaker, right? So he gives me this speaker, and he gives me this folding iPad-looking solar panel to charge USB stuff off of, right? This speaker costs $399. It's waterproof. It's got these little holding things right here, and it's got a zipper on the back of it. It literally shows that you can, like, run this under a faucet. It's a JBL Extreme. This was the most amazing thing. I've been using a speaker like 4 times the size of this that I bought like 3 years ago for $100 at Walmart, and I've been toting that thing around with me because it'll charge my phone for 3 days. This won't charge my phone for 3 days, but it'll charge my phone a lot, and it's way smaller, and it's got great sound, a little bit too much bass, but dude, he could only handle the hard rock for 1 day. The guy almost disappeared on me. I had to like chase him out and tell him how much this meant to me and how awesome it was, and then I didn't even make a video about it or nothing, but like, this was really cool. So Kevin, if you're out there, man, thank you so much, dude. Like, this has really come through like you have no idea. So yeah, Kevin was pretty awesome. You guys want to see some fire agates? You got that, can I type something? Let's see. No, I can share. All live chat messages. Let's see. How much are my boxes? Boxes aren't for sale anymore. Minnesota Mike, you would like to dig sometime? I have my volunteers that are out at the mine until, I think we're doing April. I don't think it's April 26th. I think it's April 20th, around the weekend of April 20th, because it's getting really hot out there, man. I had a person out there this last weekend, and he gave me the phone call, and he was telling me about how in the hole it was 107 degrees on his thermometer, on his temperature gauge. 107 in now the hottest it was supposed to be on the weather forecast was 98 that day. He said it was 107 inside the hole. He said he couldn't even handle it during the day. He waited until it got dark, and when it started to get dark, it was still really hot in the hole, but he was able to start digging at night. So on that note, my volunteers are going to be out there until the 20th. Around the 20th, the weekend of the 20th, and then that's the weekend I have anybody plan to be out there because it's too hot. It's just too hot. I will answer that question in 1 second. It's too hot because of the way that the bowl is. Even if there's wind going on, it doesn't get inside of the hole where anybody's digging. Like, none of that wind gets in there. And the way that it's a circular hole in the ground and it's all white around you, man, it just magnifies that heat on you. So you don't want to go out there at this time of year unless you really know what you're doing. It's really a winter and fall type of place. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas, come out and see me for New Year's, you know, like that's the time to be out there. I just had a really good question come in. Vicky Olson, in your email for PayPal, it's all one word. It is miningamericasales@gmail.com. And that's no spaces, no dots. Oh, that's got a rock in it. I have some stuff that have rocks in them. I can't write very good, or I totally print it out. See, it gets 114 here in Clovis, CA. See, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's hot out there, man. Hot. Anita Batch, will you carve any stones? I can't carve any stones until I figure something out about my hands. My hands are too messed up. Part of the reason I'm going to sell you guys these stones, I'm going to sell you like this right now, is because I can't carve them. I picked them up to do some work on some of them, sell some of them, but then since my hands are in the condition that they are and I need to have some money come in, I'm just ready to basically move these beautiful stones the way they sit. And I have tons of fire agate, but I really wanted to have, you know, some from the world's best right now. And, well, that's what Slaughter Mountain is generally referred to as, and some of my own. So, yeah, I don't even know what I'm answering now. Oh, will I carve any stones? Yeah, I can't because of my hands. Chuck Ledgerwood. Shoulder reconstructive surgery last May. Still hurts, but I can't do without the hunt. Yeah, I completely understand that one, Chuck. I need a batch. You need a break. No need to explain. Are you kidding me, man? I feel so beholden to my people on this channel. But, dude, my people on this channel are nothing. I feel really beholden to my patrons. Like, my patrons, I never feel like I'm doing enough for those folks. And they got a big giveaway coming this month. Actually, everybody has a big giveaway coming this month. Minnesota Mike. He's Minnesota Mike, but he lives in Cali. You already know how hot it can get out there then, bro. Like, it's hard rock mining. It's not worth it. Once it gets above 95 degrees, it's not worth it. It's too much. It's too difficult. It's just not worth it. Brandon Twinning. Anytime you're in Georgia and North Carolina, let you know, please. If you would like to keep up on what I'm doing on a regular basis, you should generally join my Patreon account. Because of what's going on with my hands, I'm going to be searching for some content to be able to put up for you guys that's not digging and that's good. And I'm going to do my best in order to make it good, viewable content that attracts you and other people to the channel. Along with that, my family has been discussing with me how much I've been gone and how unhappy they are with my constant absences. And there's been some talk about us doing a family YouTube channel about some of the stuff that we do and some of our intricacies and attitudes, because the reality is we are not a Leave It to Beaver family. We are a fairly fucked up family making it along. Like, that's how we are. We got an 18-year-old daughter all the way down to a 12-year-old, 9-year-old daughter, 10-year-old. I don't know my kids' ages. They're all babies to me. Like, but we tend to have some crazy adventures just because of the type of family we are. And, you know, we're a tad dysfunctional, but we're all doing really good, and we're all on a path that we want to be on right now. And so everybody sort of is talking about us doing a family YouTube channel, maybe picking up the Sick Decisions channel and carrying off with that one. And I would like to do that too, because the Mining America channel definitely keeps me in a box of, I don't want to talk politics. I don't want to drag everything off of subject. I've started to do that before and I really don't like it, but I would really sort of like an outlet at the same time to voice my own opinions and talk about stuff that's not Mining America. Talk about the place I live, the interactions I have. I have a lot of interactions with homeless people because I was homeless before, and I understand that there's a percentage of people that are homeless because they choose to be homeless, and a percentage of people that have the worst luck happen to them at the worst time in their lives. And then there's the people that just can't get up off the ground. And then there's fucking crazy motherfuckers that the reason they're homeless is to keep from being locked up in a insane asylum or a prison. So I have a lot of content I would like to put up that doesn't go with the Mining America channel. So I'll be letting you guys know some more of that stuff here in the future. Let's see. Brian Cunningham, miningamericasales@gmail.com. Nailed it. Brian Cunningham absolutely nailed that's, if you want to know my PayPal account, that's it right there. He's got it on the screen so that you can copy that, because here in a couple of minutes, I'm going to start showing some fire agate, and we'll do, like, I don't know, let's do some, like, 1-minute flash auctions. So if you want it in a minute, put your bid out there. We'll have people can bid on it, and then in 1 minute, the item's going to be gone. It's done. It's sold. And we'll start some of these at like $5, and some of them will be $20, and I don't think we'll get over $20. There's some really cool stuff in here. Well, you know what? If I do this one gold one that's basically a ring stone already ready to go, I want more than $20 for that, because I already put that one on my hand. So, let's see. Brandon Twinning, ouch. BJ Crow, can you show some if then? Yeah, I can show some and talk at the same time, I believe. I think so. Let me readjust this for a second. Turn that around. This is an amazing one. Let's see. Here you go, BJ Crow. Here's a really good one to look at. Probably start this one off at like, no, I don't know. I really like you guys. Maybe we'll start at like 15 bucks. Maybe 10. I don't know. We'll start this one low. Frizzy McNizzle asked Brandon if he's ever been to Graves Mountain in Georgia. I still haven't made it yet. The 3 times I've planned on going to Graves Mountain, I have had life kick me right between the legs, and I have not made it there at all. And that has not been fun for me. Anita Phillips, first time catching my live stream. Hello, Anita. Brandon Cunningham, in Iraq, it was 127 degrees in the shade. That was hot. Yeah, dude, but you got to shoot people, so that sort of make you feel a little bit better about how hot your day is. That was a really bad joke. I only meant it as a joke. It was a bad joke. I'm sorry. Still sort of funny, you know, taking out aggression and shit. But anyways, Dennis Brookings, because I am going to Virgin Valley, Nevada. Hey, if you're going to Virgin Valley, Nevada, make sure you stop by my friends at the Opal Negra and talk to them. They can point you in the right direction. And I honestly think that the big 3 mines that are out there are all good. You just got to get lucky. 1 person a day, in my mind, gets lucky at every one of those mines. Well, while I was there, that's what it looked like. Frazzy Menizzle, yeah. David Bright, hey, Caleko, it's been a while. What happened to your hands? In the beginning, I explained that a little bit. I pretty much worked my hands into a hole, man. I worked my hands to where I have tendonitis from my elbows to my fingertips. I have tennis elbow in both arms, golfer's elbow in both arms. I've got this beginning of carpal tunnel in my wrists, and I've got trigger finger and multiple fingers on both hands. So I'm not doing too good on that one. Brandon Twinning, I think I follow you on YouTube. I hope you do, buddy, because this is YouTube. Vicky Olson, I visited New Orleans 2 years ago, and the homeless really touched my heart. I spent more time talking to them and learning their stories than I did sightseeing. That tends to be something I do too sometimes. When me and my wife went on a cruise to Belize and Honduras, after being to some other places, one of the first things I wanted to do was get out of the tourist trap area. And so I drug us and about 6 other people past armed guards into the ghetto of Belize, and we had the most amazing day hanging out with real people. That was definitely an experience. Anita Batch says she starts at $5. Anita Batch says 15. Best joke ever, Minnesota Mike, 20. I better grab that stone back, huh? It already started going, didn't it? Which stone was that? Was that this one? All right, let's start a 1-minute sale starting right at 33:30. They're going to start a 1-minute flash sale on this one. We're going to start with Anita's $15 just to make sure this was the stone. And it started 4 seconds ago. We got 1 minute. Get your bets in if you want this stone right here. I'm going to weigh it real quick. Let's see what we got. We have, you can't see that, 19.1 carats. Auction price start $15. Do I hear any more? Minnesota Mike, $20 from Minnesota Mike. We have 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. Does anybody want to beat Mr. Minnesota Mike on this 19-carat fire agate with some crazy rainbow lines? Look at those rainbow lines. I'm telling you, though, when you start carving on it, you're going to get something better. Going to get something better. Look at those angles. Oh, we got 10 seconds left. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, 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 ding. Minnesota Mike, you're the winner of, I don't know, we'll call this one YT1. Let me grab out an envelope so I can mark this for you, buddy. Congratulations, Mike. Beautiful stone for 20 bucks. Minnesota Mike. I should be doing this in front of the camera so you guys can see it, but I got it so zoomed in you can't really see it. Minnesota Mike, $20. Marshall Nichols, I'd listen to you talk about politics anytime. See, I'm telling you, dude, this stuff right now gets me all lit up in the world, too. I do want to talk some politics. I just don't want to infect this channel. And I don't want to talk. Here's what's really got me pissed off right now in the world is that there are a lot of highly intelligent people that are sharing all of these memes, and I was very much one of these people too, but they're sharing all of these memes that are completely alienating the other side and leaving the opportunity for a conversation over. Because if you want to have a conversation with me, you don't start off by calling me stupid. If you want me to beat your ass, you start off by calling me stupid. See, when you walk up and you say, hey, are you stupid? My first thought is to slap you across your mouth as hard as I can because I'm from a city. So you don't do that stuff unprovoked. And if you do that stuff unprovoked, we think you're trying to fight. So we just get to the burger because you ain't trying to get hit first. Nobody's trying to get hit first. So, I'm talking to my viewers about all kinds of stuff. I'm talking to my viewers about all kinds of stuff. So my problem right now is that, Brian, that's funny. My problem right now is that everybody's just like, oh, well, the lefties, and the other ones are like, oh, well, the righties. And I'm just like, pull the stick out of your ass and have a conversation. Like, stop talking shit about how bad they are and get out of your gang. Like, let the fucking gang colors lay low for a minute and let's actually have a conversation about the shit that's fucked up, because that's what we really need to do. Like, we really need to have that conversation. But that's not what this channel's for. Oh gosh, here, let me go down. Let me see what I missed here. All right, I got to Anita. Relatable Johnson, good to see you too. Thank you for being here. Best joke ever. I don't remember the joke, but it got you laughing. I'm happy with it. Let me grab out another stone. We'll do another 1 minute. Here's this other really pretty one. Let me weigh it first this time. You can't see it, but I can. This is 9.3 carats. And this is another one that, to tell you the truth, you just put this one on a trim saw, and you pretty much already have a gemstone ready to go. We will start this one at the minute. So at 38 minutes, we'll start it at $5. At 38 minutes, this auction will start, and it'll go till 39 minutes, a 1 minute auction, starting at $5. It's 9 carat stone. And like I said, if I got this stone, I would just cut it and set it. I wouldn't even carve, or if I did carve it, I would carve this back side, but I wouldn't even touch this side with the color on it. Because, I mean, look at it. Look at that. Anita Batch, she's in for $5. Auction ends in 1 minute. All right, let me go back up. Mining is too political, says Minnesota Mike, and he's actually extremely correct about that. Mining is absolutely political. But when I named my channel, I named it in a whole bunch of ignorance because I should have named something prospecting. The reality is until I got to the Opal Hill fire agate mine, I was never really mining. You know, I was rock hounding and I was prospecting and I was breaking some rocks, but until I actually got out to the other spot, I was never really mining. We have 20 seconds left on this one. I think we're still at $5. If you're bidding, though, you want to watch stuff. Susie Q's in for $6. Got 10 seconds. Last second bids adds another 5 seconds to give the other person a chance. I forgot about that whole sniper game, man. That would suck to get one in. You going to get one in, Anita? $10, another 5 seconds added. Susie Q, it's on you. Justin Boyle, I can't even get a dredge permit for Oregon. I think everybody's having dredge permit issues as if, let me see, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the 5 seconds right there. Anita Batch, you were the winner for $10, my girl. Woohoo, it's a pretty stone for $10. I think everybody's having... Next one, Susie, sorry. I think everybody is having problems with those types of permits. Anywhere where there is fish involved right now, I think anybody's having problems. Unless you're like mining unless you're a huge organization for like coal or something like that, Like, it's not going the way it should be going. I need a batch. Hey guys, when you send your anywhere gold is involved, exactly. When you send your PayPal payments, make sure you send me a address inside the notes so I have a place to ship your stuff to. Can't even dig on my claims near by Yosemite. I don't know about that one, Mike. You might have to give us some more information on that one. Let me see. Did I miss anybody? See if I missed a conversation thing. The conversation is over. Justin Boyle. That was nice. And now I'm laughing at your guys' comments without reading them. Sorry. This is the same argument that's been, Justin Boyle says, this is the same argument that's been happening since 1776. Federalist versus anti-federalist. And that is actually very accurate. Choosing wisely was as Indy was instructed. Don't understand that, but that's cool. I used to judge the Rogue River. Thank you. Anywhere gold is involved, can't even dig on my size. Okay, I'm caught up. Sorry, Susie. Next one is for you. Let me see if I can find another really pretty one. Although this is a really pretty one. It's just not fully carved yet. Those other ones are... Let me get a weight on it. 26 carats on this one. This one is 26 carats. You can see that little sheen right there, but there's more color underneath this thing. That's the brown you're seeing on top. But if you can look there, that's a good angle. You can see underneath the brown, there's a bunch more color bars under there. It's going to be a nice carver. You can see the lines right there. That's how you can tell how many, if you have a bunch of other lines usually. You can see the banding in the side. So let's start this one at $5 too. I like hooking my people up on YouTube. If it wasn't for like the first 500 people on YouTube, man, this channel would not be what it is today. Everybody should thank those first 500 subscribers because they were so vocal and they were so... this one starts at 42:30, so we're started in 15 seconds. Oh, well, officially it started 15 seconds. Your bids still count. So at 42:30 we started, and it goes till 43:30. And starting right now, opening bid is $7 for Minnesota Mike. It is 26 carats of awesomeness. Like I said, a little lizard skin on that one. I honestly think there's going to be better stuff below this. I think there's a bigger stone underneath that little piece of color we see right there. But John, who is the Native American gentleman that I purchased these from, he specifically windows just to get the first line of color. And then he tumbles all of them. So it's just to prove that the stone has color is the way that he windows them. He's not going for any specific color, and he's not doing it. 30 seconds left. He's not doing it the way that maximum bid right now is $7. The way that a lot of the Mexican sellers do, where they try to carve through a whole bunch of layers of colors. But what ends up happening is that you can't, 750, 15 seconds, is that you end up ruining colors like that. They ruin color bars because you can't carve a whole stone when $8, 5 seconds. You can't carve a whole stone when somebody's gone through the color bar. Like this one, somebody went through the color bar on that top one, if it was even there. $9, $10, 5 seconds added. Probably turn that to 15 seconds, huh? So yeah, carving it properly is really where it's at. Susie Q's our winner at $10. I'm telling you guys right now, though, it is way easier. You're on the next one, Mike. I got more good stuff for you guys. Let me write down Susie Q's name on this one. $10. If these were the ones that I dug out by my hand and I can see these color in them, I get this whole jealousy thing. I'm like, I'm not selling that for $10. Are you crazy? My PayPal is miningamericasales@gmail.com. I got the worst handwriting. Gosh. I'm trying to write it and I'm screwing it up. Here, let me put these in front of your camera. while I write this. ININGAMERICASALES at Gmail. All right. MiningAmericaSales at gmail.com. If anybody else needs it, that's where you want to send it. And when you send the PayPal, that's it. Good job, Vicky Olson. Thank you very much. Don't forget to include your address. It's hard to ship to you without an address. I got a Susie Q winner here. I got a Nita Batch winner here. I got a Minnesota Mike winner here. Y'all better watch out. I just realized Minnesota Mike here is trying to get every good one he sees. MiningAmericaSales at gmail.com. Justin Boyla, nailed it. All right, let's put these out of the way. Let's get you guys another $5 banger going. You know, I didn't even think about doing the whole 1 minute thing until everybody was here and I had it in my hand. If I would have thought about this earlier, I would have totally discounted it as a stupid idea that wouldn't work. I like that idea, Susie Q. Wait to pay until you buy everything you can. All right. Oh, no, that'll make the Justin Boyla can't do only $1 raises. That'll make each auction last forever. And we're just sort of trying to pump them out real quick. We don't want to make them all last forever. Like 18 carats. This next one's 18 carats. We're going to start the bidding at $5 again. And here's what we'll do, though. We'll make it a 2-minute auction with no sniper bid. No. I like the way we've been doing it. The way we've been doing it's fine. I'm not changing anything. It's been working. So, yeah, 18 carats on this one. Some nice colors showing up. It actually, this is a whole stone. It's just got this crazy clear cap sitting on top of it. Who knows what's under that cap? Might be a dead spot. Might be more color. Oh, I see what Justin's saying. Justin's saying no more 50-cent raises. That's just not fair. Okay, I can get with that. Justin's like, quit nickel and diming us. I'm not going to argue that one, Justin. We'll say this one already started 20 seconds ago. So we got like 30 seconds left on this one. But I'm poor, Susie Q says. 50 cents ain't going to break you, baby. Need a batch, $7. It's not worth a whole dollar to just keep it to yourself, says Justin Boyle. I'm not going to argue with him. That's freaking hilarious. Susie Q, $8. Reliable Johnson, I'm even poorer. This sale's over. $9, you just missed it, Minnesota. I'm sorry, bud. Oh, that was crazy fun, though. Reading all your guys' comments, the smart-ass remark coming off the flip. I love it. It's awesome. So that was $8. $8 to Susie Q. $8 to Susie Q. That's 2 for Susie Q. All right, let's see something that's not, you know what, this is a strange one right here. This one is almost like silvery on top and has this green underneath. We're gonna do the same $5 on this one. Oh, let me weigh it. This one's gonna start hopefully at 49.30 seconds. It is 25 carats. Starts in 10 seconds. 7, and that's going to go till 50 minutes and 30 seconds. $7. $9, Minnesota Mike. It has got this weird silver sheen on top of it. Hey, Caleko, how you doing, Brandon? We're at $9 with Minnesota Mike. Susie Q, 15. She really likes this one. She's like, look, I got something for that 50-cent attitude. I think Susie Q is going to take this one. I think it's going to sit at 15 for the next 30 seconds right here. Justin Boyla, see, I knew you guys agreed. Just had a question. What's your question, buddy? We got about 25 more seconds to sit here. I think Susie put a big fat stomp down on this stone right here. I don't think anybody, yeah, snap, exactly. All right. I'll just start writing her name down. I got like 10 more seconds anyways. All I'm doing is SQ. $15 on that one. This is actually, I'm having a lot of fun. I might have to do this again. I know what I like, she says. Brandon Twing, do you remember going to the hog mine? You wrote and you were saying something about the aquamarine barrel in the way it looked. If you're specifically talking about the first video at the hog mine, there was a guy that was pulling my leg and telling me stories that weren't exactly true about the barrel. And then at the second video I was there, I was informed about that. Yeah, that the stone that he was telling us he pulled out of the ground and that it was not what he was saying. If that's what you're talking about. All right, guys, this is a really good one. This is a really good one. We're going to start the bidding out on this one at $10. The weight is... Can you... I didn't understand. Can you plan on the whole like for a minute? Like, let us see what's really there. Can you plan? Can I pan the whole pile? Sure, I'll turn some stuff in the pile here in a second. Here, you know, I'll turn some stuff right now. See, the thing is that with the whole pile, it's, you know, it's sort of difficult on some stuff. I mean, when you're just looking at the pile, you don't really see any color. Yeah, you did, Marshall. I need to do another video. Marshall on here is the one that he broke one of his hammers with one of my ideas, and it didn't do him so hot. Ooh, there's a pretty one. But I'm telling you, man, there is stuff in here that you can't tell how good it's going to be until you carve it, because you can't see those pretty colors. You can just see the bronze. But these are all Slaughter Mountain. So you see what I mean about looking at the whole pile? Like, it's sort of like, yeah. Yes, Susie, I know. I hate this stupid autocorrect. Are you kidding me? Look, put on your voice text and then say the word dig over and over again. You're going to have a line of dicks in your in your text box. You say dig, it hears dick every time. All right, this one is a big one, but the stone is all on top. There might actually be multiple stones in this one. This one might cut a couple of nice stones. It's 72 carats. The top piece is phantasmic. You can see that purple and the green. Now, this is just the light that you're showing on top. Like, below this is where the really good colors are, but that's telling you sort of what's inside of it. And we're starting this one right now at $10. 15 bucks, Minnesota Mike. Now, this is where it gets good. You see those honey lines right there? That tells you how many bands of color there are in to carve this one. There are a lot of bands of color just in this top stone. Now, if you take the top stone off, there's going to be another stone down in here. You can see the bronze right there. So this is going to cut at least 2 stones. You can see that beautiful... beautiful line of color right there. 30 seconds left. $17 to Minnesota Mike. This is definitely one that's going to carve a couple of amazing stones. $18 to Anita. We have 20 seconds left. Minnesota Mike at $20. 10 seconds. How much is shipping? Whatever it costs. Usually about $3. And I'll ship all your stuff at once. $21, Anita Batch. Sale's over. Good job, guys. Although it's the same 4 of you, my 4 hungry fire addict fanatics over here. This is a really great stone, though. I'm telling you right now, when you carve on this stone, you're going to get at least 2 good stones out of this one. Anita Batch. Oh, there's a new thing going on with YouTube too, guys, that even after this video gets posted now, your comments will show up exactly at the same time in the video that you posted them. So later on, when you go back and look at this, you can scroll and see the whole auction section go on. Sort of cool. Brandon Twinning, I have one really good tourmaline. It is a giant watermelon tourmaline. I want 25% off of what the retail price was going for from the mine owner, which was $400. I'm looking for $300 from it. It's giant. So that's the tourmaline I got. That's the only one I have. Anita, thank you. I can't buy any more. Anita, stop purchasing then. But don't bid. You're not allowed to bid anymore if you can't buy anymore. I can't exactly stop you from doing what you're doing because then it creates a whole scenario. Like a whole scenario. I'm looking for another colorful one. No, I'm not putting that one up. That's like a $40 starter right there. I'm trying to keep everything cheap. There's a really pretty one. Yeah, it's so addictive. Just wait until you get these stones carved down, man. I need to put the mouse down, says Justin. Yeah, for shipping, guys, just go ahead and add $3. Nobody here is going to purchase like, 4 pounds of stones or anything. So just add $3 to whatever your totals are. And I hope you're keeping your totals. I can tell you here at the end. And I'll ship everything to you. I'll even throw some insurance on it. Oh, I didn't weigh it yet. $38.25. Did anyone ever answer if there are ever blue undertones? Yeah, if you're asking in the fire agate, are there blue undertones? Absolutely, yes. Blue, purple, yes, there are blue colors. And not just undertones sometimes. Sometimes they're just bang right up on there. Oh, let's see what the weight was again. This one is a 38 carater. This is going to make a really nice stone. Like I said, you can see the bronze and the brown because it's got all this brown agate on top of it. But you can see the green trying to poke through, and you can see some of the red. That's a really good angle. You can really see the red coming through in the line of the green. Great stone. Start at $5. Start it in, it's at 20 seconds, so you just get to look at the stone for another 20 seconds. Another $5 starter. You're probably going to get one. $10 from Minnesota Mike. You would be surprised what you carve. Like this stuff, what you see on top is not what you're going to get inside. These colors will be green on one layer and blue and purple on another layer. And oh, she's asking about sunstones. I didn't catch that part. Thank you very much. We're joking, right? Blue fire agate's amazing. What do we have? We have 40 seconds left on this one. $10 to Minnesota Mike. I think you're going to get a good deal on this one, Mike. That is so funny. Now, blue sunstones are really nice, and the rarer ones are the teal, true like blue teal sunstones. Those are more rare than even the red ones. 15 seconds, $10 going to Minnesota Mike. $11, Susie Q. Got 10 seconds left. She knew she was buying fire agate, though. $12, Minnesota Mike, right on the bucket. Add 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm sitting here. For a second, I was all $12. Add 10 seconds. Minnesota Mike. We're going to 1920. He's arguing with you, Susie. Actually, I didn't, LOL. Oh, you didn't? You thought these were sunstones, dear? No, these are fire agate. I wouldn't be selling sunstones of these size with this many colors in them at this price even. Winner is Minnesota Mike at $12. Another good stone, Mike. I found a turtle inside of a rock last week. It looked petrified. Have you ever seen anything like that before? No. Kratom butterfly. How much kratom had you eaten that day, butterfly? Susie Q, you don't have to be bright as long as you're pretty, sweetheart. Another bad joke. Okay, the sunstones look completely different, but the good thing about a fire agate as opposed to a sunstone is a sunstone you really need to send to somebody else to get carved. Now, a fire agate you can carve at your house, and a sunstone you're not really carving so much as faceting. Oh, I bet you're still a pretty color, Justin. You're so good. Now you see how on top of this you have this like haze right there. Now you see the bronze. You know there's colors under there, right? Now you get it at the right angle and you can see that color peeking out from underneath that. This is a small one. You see that red and that green, lightning green underneath there though? Let me see how much it weighs real quick, and we are going to go in 9 seconds. Start at $5 again. 13 carats starting at $5 right now. $5, 13 carats. This is going to come off and then create a beautiful stone right there. You're going to have a little enclave right there. It's going to be like meeting. Rabley Johnson's. He's in for 5 bones. Beautiful little stone. I tell you what, video for these and showing them in my hands has worked out so much better than any time I've tried to take pictures. Every time I try to take pictures, the pictures don't look near as good as what we're getting on video right now. Like, we're getting a really good shot. We have 25 seconds left and going for $5 to Rob Lee Johnson. I tell you what, for a $5 stone, man, you can't beat it. Cut your nails, Caleko. You're right about that, but actually I've been not cutting my nails to do a video for you guys. So, leave me alone. You have no idea. Minnesota Mike's in for $6 at the last 10 seconds added. By the way, I'm from your neck of the woods, Tampa. Nice, Justin. I live in this area, but I'm not from this area. I'm actually a Portland, Oregon kid. And our sneaky bid got in. Minnesota Mike wins it. $6. Miss Hustle, it's to dig better in the dirt. Actually, it is truly... long nails suck when you're digging for rocks, to tell you the truth. They become a hindrance and a problem. But I've just recently found out the health benefits of manicures and pedicures, and so I want to share that with some of my more manly men on my channel, but in order to do that, I want to actually have something for them to cut off. So that's what I'm working towards on that one. Let me see, we had a Minnesota Mike for $6, right? Min Mike. $6. All right, let's grab another one. This one's got a little haze showing in it. Sort of a big hunk. This is one you could put on. You could just go ahead and drill a hole through it if you wanted to. Although I would definitely carve it a little bit better. It could be a pendant right away. It's a 60 carater. Anita, happy birthday on the 26th. Thank you, Anita. Justin Boyle, I live there now, Tillamook. Oh, right. That's funny. Well, we get around each other a lot, apparently, then, Justin. Like, you were definitely right on my neck of the woods. You're in my neck of the woods one way or another. This one is starting in 10 seconds. Going to start at $5. It's 50 plus carats. You can see that green and some hints of orange hiding down in there. Could definitely use a better carve on it. But it looks like it's ready to be a pendant. 50 carater, $5 going now. Have 50 seconds left. Let's see. Me and my wife get them done together. Fall asleep every time. I didn't know what that was in reference to. Anita Batches from Sudbury, Ontario. Oh, yeah, to ship yours, Anita, it's going to be more than $3, sweetheart. I forgot about people that are in the United States. United States costs more. Susie Q, I need to come to Colorado, UTE Pass, Lake George, Topaz Mountain. I'd love to meet you. Susie Q, watch some more of my videos, baby. I got tons of Topaz Mountain videos. That's my spot. I love that place. I'll definitely be out there. That's what Rogers Gems was asking me about earlier. We got 15 seconds left. Miss Hustle, yes, I do ship to Canada. I think shipping to Canada is about $9, though, on light stuff. I could be wrong. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Minnesota Mike is the winner for $5. Can't beat that. You're definitely going to make money on that one. As far as making money on that one, that's got a mark on it that it came out of the guy I bought it from's $20 bin. So you got it like way under what the original seller was trying to sell it for. Nice job, man. Minnesota Mike, I hoard rocks. Dude, some of these are so good you could just immediately put them in a box and sell them. You got that stone pretty cheap. Yeah, he did, Miss Hustle. He did get that stone pretty cheap. By the way, that's a dope-ass name. I love the name Miss Hustle. Great name. Got another $5 one here for you in a minute. Not in a minute, right now. Need to weigh it real quick. This is another one that shows a little bit on top, but has all the potential down inside of it. Massive potential inside of the stone. Oh, there's a haze of the green. Let's see, when that brown gets really thick on there, start now, $5. Go, 1 minute. But when you have the brown over top of the colors, it just sort of hides the colors that are there. Then you have these bands. The bands let you know that there's possibility of more colors than just the color bar you're seeing. With this one, in all honesty, though, since it's facing like this, I would actually start on the other side. I would put this on a big wheel on the back side and see if I could get it to be a double-sided stone, maybe a double-sided pendant stone. We got $5 bid from Anita Batch. We got 30 seconds left on this one. This one's already almost over. 1 minute stones. 1 minute auctions. Okay, that's it. How do you spell your name? We've all chosen different ways. That's actually a really loaded question. $7. Anita Batch. 10 seconds left. Anita just scooped you, Mike. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, bang. All right, Anita Batch wins that one too. $7. And the question was, how do you spell your name? C-A-L-E-K-O. I don't understand why it won't let me type something. You would think it would let me type something, but it's totally not. So there you go. That's how you spell it. That's how I spell it. But the thing is, I made the name up. I pulled the name from the old ColecoVision video game system and then merged it with a Hawaiian name of a producer I really liked and then changed one letter inside of the center of it, and that's how I came up with Caleko. I just had a question come in from somebody that's obviously not watching my show, but has my personal phone number. I'm not answering him right now. No response to him. All right. Anita, thanks. Okay, I'm done. Oh, we told you to back up a while ago, didn't we? Miss Hustle, creativity. Justin Boyle, damn MDMA. Anita Batch, LOL. No, I mean, the only thing we can blame MDMA for is trying to make people nicer. I mean, come on, right? Anita, put the mouse down and walk away from the computer. Or was that Susie Q? Who was it said they had to quit? I'm not quite remembering. I got another pretty here for you, though, guys. I got another pretty one. They're all pretty, to tell you the truth, man. Although I didn't really haggle. I just bought everything he had at the time. 48.70. 48 carats. 48 carats. Let me check it, Anita, and I can look it up and I can tell you. I guess just got to grab my computer in a minute. 48 carats, showing great color on top. She does. She does have to stop. She was asking so she could pay. 48 carats. It's got banding all through it. You can see lots of banding running down the sides right here. And you can see the colors in the bands there and right there. I like starting them at $5, man. I can't tell you. Look at all those bands in here, though. This is going to carve a really nice stone. So $5 starting right in now for 1 minute. So at 72 minutes, this auction is over. It's too shiny. She can't stop. Yeah, right, like a raccoon. Hey, Anita. Because just got to have it. Dude, these things are better than Pokemon. Come on, got to catch them all. Minnesota Mike, he's in there. It's like, I'm not letting all these great deals just go away. Although my daughter was like, Dad, what about dinner? You promised to make me dinner. Thank you, Linda. We got 20 seconds left. Mike, you're going to get a steal on this one, buddy. Do I check my email often? Yeah and no. I don't respond to everybody all the time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Mike's the winner for $5. Dude, that is the steal of the day right there. I'm telling you right now, like, this is going to be a ridiculous stone. When he finds out what he got for $5 and he carves this thing, that's like probably 100 times profit. Minnesota Mike. $5. Is that the best way to contact you in the future? If you want to stay in touch with me, the best way to keep in contact with what I'm doing in general is to follow me on Patreon. Let me switch. Oh, are you talking to Anita, not me? Is that what's going on? No, you're talking to me. The best way to keep up with me is to follow me on Patreon. I'm going to be devoting a lot more time to that because I'm not going to be in the desert and I'm not going to be away from cell phone signal, so I can contact people. Or I can post videos more often, so I plan on devoting a lot more time to my Patreon, even just $1, or you can also follow it without actually putting in money. In case people don't know that, I do make public posts on my Patreon account. You don't actually have to be donating to find out what's going on with me sometimes that I'm not necessarily putting on YouTube. Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. We don't have to be friends. You can still hit that follow button. I do a lot of stuff on Facebook that is public knowledge. And the reason I'm not accepting everybody's Facebook requests right now is because I accepted way too many for a little while. Like, I accepted so many that I had all these, dude, like, look, man, I respect everybody to a certain point, and I can be the biggest dumbass in moments. Some of the stuff that I've had in my head that later on I've been like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually believe that. You know, those sort of thoughts. But then when I accepted like 40 people I didn't really know and didn't really know their politics and their demographics, and oh God, some of the stuff I had to read on social media was just making my freaking head hurt. So I probably have about 500 requests for friends on Facebook that I haven't even looked at just because of all the political atmosphere and what's going on with the world. It's made me want to shut all of that off because I haven't been able to have a voice. Not having a voice frustrates the piss out of me. So I'm going to be revamping a YouTube channel for that aspect, and I'm going to be letting you guys know about that coming up real soon. I've got a video to edit from Easter that I think will be a really good and entertaining video of the family, and I think the family really wants to get on the YouTube train as sort of an emotion thing for all of us, and not an emotion thing as an outlet is what I was looking for, as an outlet thing for all of us, being able to sort of voice our own opinions, and we have a lot of them in this family. You know, I mean, if you give an 11-year-old a voice, I'm sure they have something to say about their parents. So let's see. Did I miss anything? Anita, hi, Brandon. Brandon, Anita, Brandon Twinning. Awesome stuff you bought. Yes, I know, lucky me. I'm just in your private conversation now. Anita, batch mining in Ontario is a little bit different. I can bet it is. Some places there's no rules, and other places there is a lot of rules. Justin Bayola. Am I coming to Oregon soon? I was supposed to be, and I'm not sure right now. My hands have me up in a tizzy, in a worry tizzy, and also the requests of my family have made me reevaluate how I'm going to be spending time, and that I need to be spending it more efficiently, and that not necessarily efficiently, but more evenly divided. It's expensive, bro. I got a big family. Now, if you want to foot the bill, my whole family, I own a bus, but it's not ready either. Like, will you stop arguing with me? The reality is doing things with 6 people is expensive, and I don't have the money like that. And if you didn't know, you know, right before I started this YouTube channel, the year before this YouTube channel started, my family was homeless. And the year before that, I spent 9 months on the road away from my kids, working a sales job for a company that I sold $600,000 worth of their product, and they burned me for $30,000 on my paycheck at the end of the year, so I lost my house. Like, it's been a roller coaster ride, so everybody in my family has something to say. A vlog will definitely do good on a family vlog here. Just an 11-year-old shouldn't have a voice. When I was an 11, nobody wanted to hear what I had to say because they bitches would have gone to jail. Like, I'm telling you, they all got locked up. Like, and I am not going to repeat that comment, but I understand that you have a wife and 2 daughters. Yeah. Oh, man. I tell you what, guys, I had a really good time on this video, but it's been 77 minutes and my kids need to eat. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Just because this went so well, I'll probably do another video really soon of the same sort of ilk, just to have some conversations and put another video up. And keep the content rolling, because even though I am injured at the moment and I have a lot of catching up to do and a lot of stuff to do, I think a vlog videos will definitely do. Oh, you're right, Anita. Let me go grab my computer real quick. I think vlog videos will definitely do good with giving people an idea of what I have going on and give me the ability to put out some artistic style stuff that I want to that has nothing to do with mining. So give me 1 second, and I can check on shipping to Canada. 1 minute, please. All right, I got my computer. It's working on other stuff, though. And let's see. Yeah, green's my favorite color. Can you guess why? Most people do. Oh, let's see. Actually, it looks like $7 will take care of it, Anita. So I was off by a little bit. But Canada tends to be a little bit cheaper than any of the other, the USA places to ship to, so. Let's see, who'd I miss here? Carolyn Yarger. Took me a long time to find Gmail. To find me on Gmail? Yeah, Miss Hustle, your game's on point. We came up to the mine in February. We had the brown dog, Carolyn Yarger. Oh, nice to meet you again. Got stones from me. Yes, I absolutely remember you and your husband. You and your husband were the ones that bought the crackle stone and the really big, like, oh, had color all over it. Did you guys carve that yet? Like, yeah, it was amazing, isn't it? When you guys hooked me up like that, I just hooked you up with something that like I knew was amazing to me. So, you know, I figured, yeah, I know I sell it for $100. He's carving it now. I'll bet you, dude, you're gonna get something amazing out of that one. Yeah, Susie, just keep spreading it everywhere. God, you have to delete all your comments. Jeez, it's a problem with frickin' PayPal, man. Everybody gets your real name, and I would have changed that because if you didn't know, it's a horrible story. You know what? I'm not going to tell that story. The reality is the only reason I haven't changed my name is because I got kids. It's all right. You just keep, is that you? Yeah, we went over this a bunch. Caleko, Justin gets it. Jason Maldonado, doing any free giveaways? Yes, I am. The free giveaway is April 26th, and we are, I think, 500 people away from me quadrupling the giveaways. If you guys didn't remember, the 5,000 subscriber giveaway is on my birthday in April. That's right, April 26th. Damn, Jason Maladu, that's my birthday. So on my birthday, I'm giving stuff to you guys. But if my subscriber count hits 7,000 by that day, then I'm quadrupling what I'm giving away, because I'm giving away a cut stone, I'm giving away a $100 box of rough, and then if I hit 7,000 subscribers by then, I'm giving away 5 $100 boxes of rough. So it's Maldonado. All right, that's fair, because I wasn't really reading it so much as just sort of like reading the first 3 letters and then letting everything else come out of my mouth. I mean, that's what I was doing. So, but yeah, so I mean, if you guys, 1 second, baby, I'm almost done. If you guys can help push that video, or if you guys can help push the subscriber count, get videos out there, get people to subscribe. If we hit 7,000 subscribers, I'm giving away 5 free things. And that day of giveaways, I'm doing a lot of giveaways on my birthday, man, because I'm giving away the stuff to you guys just for free, and then I have a whole bunch of giveaways for my Patreon account too. I have like three high dollar raffles and a $10 raffle. I gotta look at my Patreon. I gotta give away a lot of stuff, but I got some bomb ass fire agates, so I can do that. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Y'all have been awesome. It's been a great time. I will set up another one of these soon. Rough fire agate, brother. Rough fire agate. Like, what is? I got a bunch of fire agate. This is bomb. 42, bud. What time on the 26th? I have no idea yet, Carolyn. I have no idea. I shouldn't even do it on the 26th. That's my birthday. I should do it like the day before or the day after. Crazy. I don't know. But my daughter's starving. I gotta go cook for us. I love y'all for watching. I'll see you in a room soon. Yeah, you better get that girl's name, man. She's cute. Peace, y'all.